Maria. Let's see who else.
With the hand emoji, raise your hand.
Gabriel, Carlos, love it. Okay, Lily's down. Dario, Leslie, Ivan, Eric, Hugo, Marilu, Tanya. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. It's so important, right? Like this is something that I wish I had when I first started because I had no freaking idea what I was doing. Some of the other top performers on this call will tell you as well that we're always going to events, right? Abril, right? She was just at an event this weekend. Like she's always at events. We're always trying to better our mind. So who's that? Anyway, make sure that you guys are gonna stay the whole time, take lots of notes. And this is the most important thing. Like whatever you learn, you have to implement. This class is useless if you don't use the information. So please, please, please implement. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Just to add to that fact, guys, real estate is like a professional sport, right? So the people that train and actually take it seriously and are continuously educating themselves, they're the people that eventually make it to the big leagues or the Olympics. The people that don't really train, they kind of just do it as a leisurely activity. They stay in the little leagues. So you got to decide, you want to make it to the big leagues, you got to show up for yourself, you got to train. If not, you're going to stay in the little leagues. So let's go.
Let's go. All right. So, Leslie, sorry, do you have something? I don't know if she has something. Sure. I think she's just unmuted. Anyways, all right, guys. So now that you're here, Lily, screenshot it, or Faye, screenshot it so we know who's here. I want to know who's committed.
Accountability.
I will be calling you guys out. So if you say you're going to be here, please. This is for you, right? I want all of you to win at a high level. I love it. So let's get started with the first video. And yeah, we'll digest afterwards. So here we go. Boom. Oh wait, let me share my screen.
You're not sharing. Oh, right.
Hi, Bro Workman here, CEO of Workman Success Systems, and I want to say welcome to SLAM. This is our Seller Listing Agent Mastery Program, and it's designed to help you become a true master of generating and closing more listings. Congratulations for investing in yourself and making this next step in your real estate future. Now that you've made the first investment, you've spent some money, I encourage you to make the second one. Wait a minute, there's a second investment? That's right. The second investment is more important than the first one. It's the investment of time. You see, if you make the second investment, time, you're going to find that your first investment, money, will pay back huge dividends. You'll need to invest the time to watch all the videos, time to download and create the marketing presentations, the systems, and of course, time to prospect for more listings. You got to add time to incorporate the listing and selling plans that will be shared with you during the SLAM program into your business. I promise you that as you make that second investment time, you will find a much greater return on your first investment, and you will thrive in any real estate market. You've heard it said that you must list to last. Well, the truth is that in most markets, those who control the listings never go hungry. So why is that? You see, when you have one listing, you have all the agents and brokers with buyers working to sell your home. It's like having this massive sales force out there that you don't have to pay unless they bring a ready, willing, and able buyer to your home that actually buys the house you have listed. You see, controlling the listing is like having an army. On the other hand, when you work with a buyer, you're competing with all the other agents and brokers that have buyers in that price range for a single house. Obtaining a listing should only take you 2 or 3 hours. As you know, buyers can take as many as 15 to 20 hours of showing homes to actually get them under contract. When you list a home, what happens is it creates an abundance of opportunities to market the home as well as market yourself. This marketing, when done correctly, should generate 1.5 buy-side closings. So as a result of your single listings, you should now have 2.5 total transactions. As you go through SLAM, you're going to learn not only how to list, but you're going to learn and discover the inside secrets and systems used by some of the most successful listing agents on the planet that will allow you to take listing inventory to the next level, allow you to serve your
That's so interesting.
SLAM. The Seller Listing Agent Mastery Program was created for today's real estate agents, listing partners, brokers, and teams that have a desire to dominate and control the listings in
It's
their
garage number 103 that's left open, right? Okay.
systems, strategies,
I'll
scripts,
call her right now.
marketing that really works, and a lot more. So buckle up
It's
and let's
Kathy Job.
list some houses. Slam is truly the ultimate listing system that takes average listers and transform them into truly exceptional listing machines. As you go through the program, make sure that you're familiar with the tools that are going to be linked to these videos. Because before you get through the program, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you need one or more of these tools. So I encourage you to look through the links, download the documents to a file on your computer so that you know how to access them when needed. Don't take shortcuts and don't just get the stuff. The key to becoming a super listing agent is to understand the ideas, the thought process, philosophies that are all taught in the program. The closer you follow the system, the faster you'll have success. So I encourage you, watch all the videos once, then go back, watch them again and again until you've built your actual listing system. It's all about systems. Systems, systems, systems. Anything you do 3 times in your business should be a system. Having great systems are the key to success. The better your systems, the more predictable your business and the more predictable your income will be. So whether it's prospecting, listing, or closing, these activities should be duplicated daily. So creating systems around them will make them not only easier to do, but it'll increase your likelihood of doing things right. As a matter of fact, if you want to hire a listing partner or a buyer's agent and have the ability to provide the highest level of service to your clients, so that they feel just as good working with a team member as they do with working with you, then you must create systems to deliver that same level of service. As you go through SLAM, you're not only being taught a great system, you're giving the tools to build your own listing systems, one that will pay you huge dividends for the rest of your career in real estate. You know, it's difficult to follow 2 masters. So we recommend that you build your systems based on the proven formulas that are shared in SLAM. Then personalize the content to fit your style and your personality. 90% SLAM because they're proven systems, 10% customization for you and your market. The rest should be a plug and play system. As I've mentioned before, we're going to be giving you some great tools. So in this video, you'll be provided with a script book, which provides a whole bunch of useful scripts that you'll be able to use in a variety of different scenarios. But in addition to the script book that's attached right here to this video, throughout the entire program, we're going to be providing these links to documents to download. The links and attachments are in the section below each video. Some documents will be PDFs, others will be Google Docs or Google Sheets or other file types. To download the document, just click on the document name in the attachment section. The document will then open up in your browser. If the document is a Google Sheet, you will notice it's in view-only mode. To save the document to your drive, you'll select File, then Make a Copy. And then in the name box, delete the copy from the document title. To select the folder location, you will select the folder box. Identify the folder you'd like to save the document in. Look, if you need to create a new folder, select the folder with a plus sign and create a new folder name. You'll repeat this process anytime you download the attached documents. The systems in SLAM are currently being used by agents who are closing from 50 to over 400 listings a year. From sea to shining sea, some of the top agents in the world are killing it with the tools and systems contained right here in the SLAM program. Are you ready? So buckle up, get ready, and let's take it to your next level.
Bam. Let's go. I mean, sorry, SLAM now.
So you guys have it really lucky because you don't have to pay for this course. We're actually sharing it with you all for free. So all you have to do is show up and it's there for you. But if you wanted to take the independent route, you can actually buy this course for $149 for the year and do it by yourself. However, truth be told, most people don't do it by themselves, right? This is why we built this community, so that we can hold you accountable and really plug in, and so that we can actually watch the videos and be intentional about the things that we learn. So there's an advantage there. Richard was already kind enough. He's already organized all of the resources into a nice Google Drive. So it's already accessible to all of you and organized in a nice way. So if you guys are part of our WhatsApp group, Richard will drop the link there after the call, so you guys can use the resources that are aligned with the course. So you guys don't have to worry about that. But any questions about what we learned right now? Yeah, a lot of the stuff is editable. So I pulled last time we took this course, I pulled a lot of good resources out of there and implemented them into my listing system. So 10% is just doing the work, 90% is showing up. Pretty easy and fair. So
Any big takeaways? There was actually a takeaway I wanted to share with you guys, but I wanted to see, was there anything that you guys took away, ahas, from that video? Oh, listing control the market. What else? Anything else?
You have to list to last.
Yes, list to last. What else? Invest your time. I love it.
and your listing should convert into
How many other opportunities?
anyone know?
Let's see.
Yes, let's go, Gabe. 2.5. 2.5 listings. I mean, 2.5 more opportunities. Let's go, Hugo.
Mhm.
Yeah, so when you're doing these open houses should be intentional, right? Getting clients. The open houses is more for you than the actual sellers, believe it or not. The sellers think we're there to show the house. We're actually there to capture more clients. And then hopefully ultimately double in the deal. So the goal is to always try to sell both sides. And then ultimately get more clients for the future. Richard, are we doing the next video?
Yes, we are. Let me share this real quick and then we'll hop onto the next video. So this is what I want to share. This is the big thing that everyone misses, right? So if you're coming to the showcase, I'm going to talk about this on Thursday. Anything you do more than 3 times must have a system, okay? If you are an entrepreneur and you don't have a system in place, any automation or delegation, you are paying yourself to work a job. Did you guys get into this industry to work a job or be an entrepreneur? Or sorry, to be a business owner? Which one did you do? And you can unmute if you want. Anybody?
Business owner.
Business owner, right? We all got into this career to be a business owner. So you need to systematize your business. You need to automate things with CRMs, with spreadsheets, with whatever it is. And you need to delegate, right? You need to hire on staff or hire on at least a TC bare minimum, okay? We're not in this business to pay ourselves to work a job. Right now you are. Right now you're learning all the soft and hard skills in the foundation. But eventually, you need to think about what's the end in mind. What's 3 years? What's 5 years? I want to get out of always producing, right? What's 10 years from now? It's not, hey, I've been in the industry for 20 years. I'm the oldest agent in the world, and I know how to work with a buyer. That's not a brag. That's not a vibe, as the kids say nowadays. That's not it. So please, next 6 weeks, let's work on building systems. So that's all I want to say. All right, let's go back. Let's go next video. Here we go. All right. Section 1. Guarantee your listing success. Income. Okay, this is gonna be really good, guys. I'm excited for this one.
Hi, my name is Rick Jiha, and welcome to SLAM.
In this session, we're going to be talking about how to guarantee your listing success. Now, in Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he states in habit number 2 that we should always begin with the end in mind. He also states that most businesses fail because of 2 critical things, and that is undercapitalization and lack of a plan. As an agent, it's pretty easy to get into real estate. To be really successful, though, that's a different story. Agents who learn to list homes and have the ability to do it well create real value in their company, and it all begins with a plan. Now, I'm not going to take you step by step through building a business plan, as you can find that in session 2 of our Buyer Agent Mastery program that we call BAM. I would, however, like to share with you a couple of key ingredients to your business plan focused on listing mastery. The income goal spreadsheet that we have here at Workman Success Systems in the business plan is probably the most incredible tool and the one that will really help you drive success here. So first, as we begin with the end in mind, as we talked about earlier, I simply ask the question to you, what is it that you want to accomplish? How many listings will it take to get you there? And what are the activities that will be required to make that happen? What are your specific goals? One of the secrets we use with many of our private coaching clients is to have them set their income goal first. Let's say, for instance, your income goal is to earn $250,000. They are thinking in their mind that that means both buyers and sellers, but we tell them that we want them to accomplish that all 100% of their income goal by getting and selling listings. By doing this, it automatically gives us a new mindset, that the ability to see things differently in their business, and it helps them move their actual goal up. A great coach will push you to do things that are not comfortable and help you achieve much more than you believe is possible. Now, let's start with some math. Starting with a goal of $250,000 annual income and an average sale price of $250,000. Now, assuming that you don't get paid on both sides of any of those listings and your commission on the listing side is 3%, you have to list a total of 37 houses this year to achieve that goal. Now, here's where it gets interesting. 37 homes in a year is only 3.1 houses a month. That's less than 1 a week. Now, is it realistic? Think about this, that if all you focus on is prospecting, going on listing appointments, and negotiating contracts, that you could list 37 homes in a year? Seriously, 3 listings a month. We're working with agents that are listing over 300 homes a year. And believe me, the difference is not in the quality of the agent. It's all in which activities they focus on. Now, let's take our math to another level. Now, we know how many listings we need a month, and we now have to determine what activities exactly will generate those listings. How many appointments, for instance, do you have to go on a week in order to list 1 house a week? So say that your closing percentage is low, like 50%, and that is in the industry considered low. So 50% of the appointments you go on actually list. That means you have to go only on 2 appointments a week. Can you spare that in your schedule? Now, the next question is, how many calls do you have to make, and how many conversations do you need to have in order to generate those 2 bona fide appointments? Do you see where I'm going here? It's simply a numbers game. And yet this numbers game is one of the most uncomfortable things in the life of a real estate agent. Once you know your numbers, you simply get up every day and execute on those activities required for you to get to your goal. It's kind of fun to play with the numbers, and it's to plan your day and success around those numbers is really what gets you there. Once you know your numbers, you can play with things like increasing your average sale price, or just doing 4 appointments a week instead of 2, and increase your closing ratio by following the SLAM strategies to 80% instead of 50%. It is really incredible to see what happens once you know your numbers. It all starts with setting clear goals and working backwards into what has to happen to get you to that number. The next portion of the business plan is to help you understand how not just to hit your goals, but to literally blow them away. This is a really fun part of coaching and understanding this program. Now, do you remember the story about Robin Hood? Robin Hood was cruising through the forest, robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. But the evil sheriff of Nottingham didn't like that because it was his tax money that Robin Hood was stealing. So he devised this little clever plan to catch this Robin Hood by putting on a contest for all of the best archers in the land. And he knew that if the price was big enough, the prize, that is, Robin Hood, would show up. So as the story goes, the contest gets down to the final 2 contestants. and the sheriff's best archer steps up and nails it. Boom, right in the center of the bullseye. A man in disguise steps up, reaches back into his quiver of arrows, pulls out one, and bam, splits the arrow right down the middle, and in essence, revealing that he was Robin Hood. I want you to imagine for a minute what would happen if Robin had showed up to the competition and he had no arrows in his quiver. You see, if you don't have any arrows, you aren't even a player. The same is true in your business. Our target is our income goal. And if you want to ensure that you always hit your goal, then you break the target into 4 sections and then create 4 pillars or 4 strategies to hit your goal. This is one of my favorite things. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You don't divide your goal into 25% for each of those pillars. When you build your business plan, you create 4 pillars and you treat each one as if 100% of your goal is coming from each of those pillars. Remember, in order to hit that huge goal you have to shoot with plenty of different arrows. So let's assume you have to generate 2 appointments a week in order to hit your target. In the center, I want you to put SOI. So imagine that SOI is right here. This is your past clients, your sphere of influence, your social media, and your referral business. You build a plan to work this group to get your 2 appointments a week. Now, another pillar could be FSBOs and expired listings, or open houses, new construction, door knocking, geographic farming, or any of the other ways we'll discuss for generating listing leads. And believe me, there's a lot of them. The bottom line is you're going to choose only 4 pillars and develop clear and detailed plans on each pillar with the goal of setting 2 appointments per week from each pillar. How cool is that? Now, each pillar on their own has helped you achieve 100% of your goal. Can you see how you are bound to not only achieve your income goal, but to blow it out of the water, even if only 2 of your pillars are achieved? Now, attached to this, you're going to find the income goal spreadsheet, and you can simply download this document, and that'll help you in figuring out your numbers. Let me take you through the WSS income goal sheet right now, and we'll show you how we can make that happen. The sheet is provided in the attachments for this session. Let's go over it. First, the green highlighted cells in the spreadsheet are cells you have to put your numbers in. That means you simply go through all of the green highlighted areas and put in your real numbers. Now start by filling in your name. Next, we put in your income goal. And let's say, as we've used before, $250,000 in gross income, which is about $162,500 in net income, assuming your expenses are 35% and you're on a 90-10 split. Now, you can adjust these numbers based on your actual splits and expenses. Make sure you take into consideration the money you'll be spending in marketing and generating listing leads at your goal level. Next, you simply fill in the sheet. For this example, I'm doing exactly what I described earlier and assumed that 100% of my business is coming from listings, so I put 0 in the buyer side goals and numbers. Next, if you look at the listing goal, you can clearly see that in order to have 37 listings, this system makes it very clear what has to happen. You need to go on 111 appointments with a 50% closing ratio and have 111 presentations given in a year, or 9.21 presentations a month. In the bottom section, you can see what your prospecting activities should and could be and your clear goals. This is a really fun part to see it right there in writing. I encourage you to spend some time in this worksheet and dial in your listing numbers so that you can launch your listings and your action plan. The Workman Success Income Goal Sheet is an amazing tool to determine exactly what activities you'll be doing, and a spreadsheet tracking dials, appointments, conversions, and sales. Lastly, we don't want to overlook one of our most fundamental and valuable tools, and that's our lead tracker. Simple to use and so valuable for you to keep track of your leads, the follow-up, and where the leads are in the process. There's a great video in our AMP program that outlines the detailed use of this form. I encourage you to begin using it today, and you'll see it will be a tool that you'll be a go-to tool for you for years to come. Remember to begin with the end in mind, and don't allow your failure to be predictable. Do the things that the average agents are not willing to do and start with a clear plan. Then break down all of the daily activities you'll need to do to blow your goals out of the water. Now's the time, and this is the place to take your listing business to the very next level.
Boom. Do the things that the average agent is not willing to do.
On point, on point.
Yes, drops mic.
Go for it.
So any good takeaways, guys? Anything they want to share? Anything that, was an aha moment? Anything that they're thinking they're going to implement in their business moving forward?
The numbers, so that every day just you know what you need to hit. That way you're not thinking about it. You just know, hey, I need to have 15 conversations or whatever that might be, and really need to backtrack it. Like I guess, like he said, see from the end. I have a problem with that, so that's why that stuck out to me. So that's something I definitely need to not even work on, but get under control of, like, see the goal and then work it backwards to the numbers.
Yeah.
So, and that comes in the
Oh,
worksheet though that Richard is going to give us, right? On
yeah.
the link. All right, perfect.
Yeah, you can make a copy, set your goal, your annual goal, and then work backwards. So you know exactly what you need to do to hit your goals. Cool. I like it. I like it. Anyone else? What about 4 pillars of business? Is anyone giving thought to their 4 pillars and like what they plan on implementing, or if they have 4 pillars, or kind of just shooting in the dark?
I would like to chime in on this one. So I had 6 pillars. So I feel like I was spreading myself too thin, and it's burning me out because I can't really. It's
That's a
hard.
lot.
I know it's impossible because I was doing well when I had only like 3 pillars, and trying to do 6, 7 pillars, it's too much. So I think I'm gonna bring it back down to 4, like he said, and have the mindset to not just do 25% of each, but 100% in these 4, and try to stick to them and not let my mind make me go to another pillar. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe this worked better. Like, no, let me stick to this and let me at least put 6 months towards it or some type of,
Yeah.
timeline.
As tempting as it can be, right? Because you're like, oh, I want to do it all. You'd be doing yourself a disservice if you spread yourself too thin, For me, expireds and FISBOs, they seem really cool and I've tapped into them, but I realize, that's just extending myself and it's just not a part of who I am. And I don't want to put it into my business plan. So it might work for some people, but it just is something that I'm choosing not to make a part of my business because I want to focus on other things. Anyone else? Thank you for sharing that. Oh, Christine Kennedy, I have 4 pillars and you recently added door knocking. Well, that's exciting. Congratulations. Giving 100% to all 4 pillars. I love it. Ivan, 1,000%. Let's go. Anyone else want to share anything? Thank you for sharing, Gabe. Gabe is new to the org. Welcome. He just joined us last week.
Welcome, Gabe. Let's see.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right, I'll share with you guys a huge nugget that if I were you, I would do. So I'm going to share this income goal sheet with you. I'm going to put in the link. If you're serious, get it done today after your prospecting is done, and then print it out. Print it out and put it on your wall, put it in front of you somewhere. Just put it in front of you so you know exactly what you need to do, what you need to hit. And that's how you become serious about this goal. So print it out and put it in front of you. So I mean, who's like committed to taking more listens? Like, who's gonna actually do this? I just want to know. If you're committed, like, type in the chat, just say me. Okay, Gabe is, Scarlett's committed. Scarlett just had a listing appointment yesterday, so I'm proud of her. Hugo, Ryan, Christine, Corey, Tanya, Eric, Carlos, Lily said, let's go. Ivan said he's been committed. Okay. Ivan just got two new escrow, so he's serious. Dario, Maria, stop writing stuff unless you're gonna be serious. Are you serious now? If you could unmute, I want to hear it.
I am.
Okay.
Better now, so just need to be more focused. I definitely feel that I need this though, because I haven't had any experience with listings. So I think part of me not taking the initiative and calling sellers is just not feeling confident in knowing what to even say. So I think this class is going to be really helpful. / I might need some coaching on the side.
All right, Lily, she's
We
talking.
got you. We got you.
All right, good. No, I'm excited. So if you said you're committed, like I'm not scared. Text me or text Lily. I don't care. Or even text Ivan. Like text one of us and show us your printed out income goal sheet. Like I really want to see it. Because you guys are gonna stay taking listings like weekly. So anyways, that being said, that's all we have for today, right? We're gonna come back again tomorrow. Thursday, no class. Lily, when are you leaving?
I'll
Are
be
you-
in Jamaica on Thursday, guys. So
there's no class on Thursday.
Thursday, no class.
Do have the event in person in Ontario. So if you're in the area, go ahead and register. I'll drop the link again in the chat. Now, whoever wants to stay, I'm gonna get into role play. So if you guys want to stay, I'm gonna get into role play for the next about like 20 minutes. Right now, we're going over their buyer prequal. We're gonna go into seller next, but we're just finishing up the buyer prequal. So if you want to stay for that, feel free. No obligation. I'm gonna start